So it's one of the business scenario today we are discussing, especially for the role of a business analyst in the field of healthcare domain. The business scenario I have taken about automating EDI claim processing workflow. When we are talking about the scenario part, so healthcare payer, nothing but an insurance company or so, wants to automate the claim adjudication process using EDI files, different EDI files like 837, 835, all that. They want to reduce the manual intervention as well as errors. This is the scenario because when we go for any interviews or when we come across any practical understanding over the healthcare business analyst role, it's important for us to understand about the scenario based learning. In this regard, so this is the scenario, repeating again. Healthcare payer wants to automate the claim adjudication process using EDI files like electronic data interchanges and all, so that they wants to reduce the manual intervention and errors. Now, as a BA, if you want to provide a solution, there must be an objective behind. What objective as a business analyst we need to identify something that we have to be we need to be understood with. So as a business analyst, we must identify how the EDI claim codes flow through the processing system. Followed by this, we have to ensure smooth integration with the claim management system for automation. This is an objective as a business analyst we have to know, because when we want to provide a solution or we want to perform any kind of actions in this regard, it is important for us to understand about what objectives behind here. So this is an objective. Now, what actions that has to perform here, right? So actions like as a BA, as in when we try to understand about the business situation, problem, all that. We need to gather the requirements for automating claim processing, because they wants to automate the claim processing right from inception level to the claim settlement. So for that, what are the different functionalities are needed? Those requirements has to be gathered. Next, we should know about the rules for the processing of different claim codes and all. Either it can be the HIPAA rules and regulations, because in the field of healthcare, as in when we know, we follow different HIPAA rules and regulations. So we should understand what are the different rules that we have for processing different type of claim codes, etc. Right. So based upon the HIPAA rules and guidelines, we have to develop the systems and applications. Then only those applications and systems have the acceptance, otherwise no. So this understanding is required. Next, we need to create a use case for automating claim-based for EDA codes and all, because creating use cases is also one of the key and important responsibility as a business analyst we need to do, right? So different use cases for automating claims, like for EDA code. Either it can be 835, it can be 837. 835 we are using for claim payment. 837 we are using for claim submission, we know. Again, 837, I for institutions, D for dental, P for physician claims, all this. Next, we need to identify the gaps or inefficiencies in the existing process, because as in when it is already mentioned, they wants to reduce the manual intervention. Nothing but indirectly, they are having manual intervention now, which they wants to reduce. That is the idea here. Next, working with some technical team to design any kind of EDI interfaces for automating process and all that. So this is also one of the core responsibility as an activity as a BA we have to perform. So for a particular business scenario, so if someone is expecting us to provide a scenario and tell us any one scenario that you have come across, or if there is any scenario customer, any person who is going for an interview, someone is asking, understanding about the business situation or a scenario, followed by what objective you want to achieve and what are the action steps that you have taken to address this problem towards conclusion towards solution. This is how generally you have to explain.